So, hello there good people on YouTube, Gabi here again, today with another how I do video. And today I'm dealing with how I install the frets on my fretboards. Because my technique has changed within the time I've been building guitars, and I want to show you what I have changed. And this tool plays a role in it. Some of you might think, this is a Tang nipper, no problem with that, that's what it's supposed to do. But actually this isn't. This is just a nipper, but it is not specifically made for the Tangs of a fret wire. So how I'm going to manipulate this tool in order to make it work, to cut off the Tangs here, I'm going to show you in detail in a moment, so come closer and then we'll have a look at it. So here's the fretboard that I'm going to put my fret wire on. Normally I do bound fretboards, but with this guitar it's an unbound fretboard. So some might say you don't even have to take off a bit of the Tang in order to make it fit. That is true, but if I were to install it like this, then you could still see the metal from the fret wire here on the side, and I don't want that to be the case. I want to fill the gap here with sawdust, and for this the Tang needs to go away a bit. In former times I would simply use a Dremel tool for doing that, not with this disc but with that, and I would Dremel away the Tang a bit here and on the other side where the fret wire would hit the edge of the fretboard before I hammered it in order not to hurt the binding that I have. You can do it like this, and that's the cheap methods that I'm using in my guitar building class too, because the tools for nipping the Tangs are very, very expensive. And I have a tool here which is not very expensive. This is about 20 euro, and it's not specifically made for nipping of the Tangs of fret wires, but you can easily manipulate those in order to do the job perfectly all right. And I'm going to show you how I do it with this tool. I've done it with another one, but that's at school for my guitar building class, so I'm going to do it with this one right here, right now, to show you how I do that. So what you've got to do with this tool is rather plain. This one has a screw here that will loosen the plate against which the blade cuts. So take that off with a bit of wiggle that's possible. And the only thing you have to do here is to make a little groove here so that your fret wire actually would go in the groove with the sides, so that the Tang rests on this edge here like this. But since this is flat and the fret wire is rounded, it will wiggle around, and I don't want it to wiggle around. I want it to be flat against that, and for that I need to make a little groove here, and you simply can Dremel or file that in, which is what I'm going to attempt in this video. So since the profile of the fret wire basically looks something like this, I will have to make a groove here that is kind of similar to this shape, so a bit rounded on the one side and straight on the other side. So I'm using a file that already has this kind of shape, which is a rounded file that has one side, has a straight edge. And what I'm trying to do after I put on my glasses, because I can't see anything this tiny, is that I'm slowly lining up with the edge. Then I start my groove, as you can see here. So it's not magic, just a bit of work. So this will take a while, of course. Okay. Let's see if that did the job. So I think that's good enough, so that the Tang has the support it needs, because if it is kind of floating over this plane here, or this plane surface, then it can be that when you try to cut it, that it twists somehow. But that should be fine now, because it is supported all the way. And let's see if it works now. So let's see how it performs. Okay, here you go. And there you see there is a teensy bit left, but even with professional tool, that is the case, and you have to file the rest off manually a bit. But since I have a non-bound fretboard, I don't need to do that. I just can put my fret in and then cut it to length. And this is how I do it. Feel free to copy that approach if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But in the meantime, always stay healthy, enjoy, and never forget to be a good person. Bye.